Hello, beautiful souls. I am Nikita and I welcome you to my channel. How are you all doing? How have the last few days been treating you? Do comment below so that I can connect deeply with you as well. If you have been having fights, arguments, if you have found yourself in unexpected miscommunications, or you are beginning to gain clarity where you never thought that your mind would change, your opinion would change, your stand would change, you may find yourself in the last few days, depending on the rate where you are at, you may find yourself looking at situations, people, relationships, or your job, depending on where certain things are affecting you, your opinions changing, the what you considered the absolute truth, you find it on shaky grounds suddenly. And so this is a very, very different energy, but today is 333, which is a very powerful portal for anchoring a certain change. I will be speaking a little bit more before I get into the divination of the energies, but what I already know and have channeled. Um, well, tomorrow is Mahashivratri. For those of you who celebrate it, I wish a very, very happy Shivratri. Let's talk about the important dates over the next few days. Today is a very important 333 if you add up, and then 333 totals number 9, which is completion of certain things, and 3 on its own is of course about anchoring something that you are going to be working on, something that it is the trinity of the divine, inner masculine and inner feminine. For those who identify themselves in any divine soulful connection, it is your divine partner, you, as well as the trinity. So this entire month is going to be very significant. Whatever you are willing to put in the hard work, the time, effort and energy. So tomorrow is going to be the full moon, and which is why I wanted to do this reading now. Tomorrow I will be clearing out this entire space, smudging. At night I will be charging all of my crystals, and I suggest if you do anything uh, similar, if you work with crystals, etc., do make sure to use these very magnificent energies so that you get the maximum benefit. Alright, after that, on 5th, Mercury goes retrograde. Some of you are already feeling that energy. There are problems and delays and miscommunication, so be extra, extra careful. Whenever Mercury retrograde comes by, it is not about, oh my god, and be terrified and hate it. It is more about being ultra careful. Anything that you can think of a word with reinvent, redo, reanalyze, rethink, reevaluate, renew, reinvest, anything that release, that is something to do with the Mercury retrograde. He comes along to make you slow down and go over what something you started at the beginning of this year, or something that you have been preparing to do over the last few months, and he's asking you, are you sure you're going about it the right way? Are you sure you want this to be your final decision? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? That is the question you will be answering this entire month, and it is going to come home for a lot of people. It's not going to directly affect everyone, depends on your placements, but those who are already feeling it, there are glitches in your phone, in your technology, in your computers, washing machines, your suddenly your lights not working, repairs are required, a lot of those things, if they're coming up, if planes are getting delayed, it is the effect of Mercury retrograde. After that is also Uranus is entering Taurus after a period of 84 years. And at this time, in the full moon is in Pisces, which makes it uh, about deep emotions. It is about hidden dreams, hidden feelings, the hidden realm. But what is making it uncomfortable is that Mercury is in Pisces as well. And then comes along Uranus, who loves to bring about change, who's about communication. So if you are finding throat issues, which is going to be very, very common, very prevalent for most people, all right, there is going to be not just in your individual life, and of course depending on how heavily is Uranus in your personal chart, but even in the collective there are going to be massive things changing over the next 7 years. That's how long he's going to be in Taurus. uh, there are going to be economical changes. You may see certain things happening in the banking sector. All right, there might be a change or happening. All right. No, I do not want to incite or trigger anybody, so this is something I may choose to share with select few. But um, be what is very important at this time for you to remember and question everything you have believed about your affiliations, be it to a religious head, a spiritual head, a political party, anything that is orthodox, traditional, where you had just accepted things as were given, or you were accepting a certain hierarchy. Well, you are being asked to relook, rethink. Is it something that is resonating with the law of oneness, equality, of love? Are they propagating true love and compassion? Are they teaching you about hierarchies? Are they bringing in separatism? Are they promoting hate? Are they motivating you with fear, or are they motivating you with love? What is the modus operandi? You need to think and analyze and be discerning for your own self. So with Uranus moving, and with all these various planetary transits and movements, there is going to be a lot of discomfort that you may be experiencing, but not really knowing why and where exactly is it coming from. So the best thing to do is, even you might not even know you're confused about a situation till you're actually faced with that, directly face to face you come across that question, and it's somehow you are like, I thought I was very sorted about this, now why am I suddenly feeling so unclear? Be it about your own monies, be careful. Where have you been investing your time, your efforts? Is that company really valuing you? Is it time now to go ahead and start your own business, become an entrepreneur, or focus on something else that you truly love? Is there a better offer for you? Think, reevaluate, so that then you can take proper actions, because now what you're going to be investing in is something you're going to be investing in for at least next 7 years. And by now, or at least in this month of March, you're going to be shown what exactly that is. Be it about relationships, it may have been a long-term relationship, but it is no longer working for either of you, and you will have the courage to take a decision. This is going to be pushing you. There might be a sense of depression, fatigue, exhaustion if you are ignoring the voice of your soul. If you are not doing that which you're meant to be doing, you might be facing a lot of financial issues, so that you are motivated to actually delve deep, go inside, address your true emotions, and follow your soul's path. Apart from that, from apart from finances, this is going to be 7 years where you're going to see significant growth and changes vis-a-vis technology, and especially vis-a-vis technology relating to communication, social media. All right, so well, I'm very excited about that, seeing as we are also, we have become a soul family. We are managing to connect with people across countries because of the social media platforms, thanks to platforms such as YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, etc. But also, what that has brought in is a sense of isolation, a sense of loneliness, the inability to actually have a true interaction or know who is truly there for you, and a lot of questions may be surfacing in the collective vis-a-vis that. Now, the energy who's supporting us, and of course, it had to be Shivji, who is going to be with us for this first half of March. I'm not doing this as a first half because there's so much going to be happening in March that this is probably the first week or first 10 days or something like that. But Shivji is with us and he's asking us to transcend, rise up, honor your inner force. Steps have been given, you have received intuitively guidance what you're supposed to do next. Okay, dance with the universe, go with the flow. The more you're in resistance, the more you're prolonging your agony, the more tower moments you'll have to face, the more heartbreak. It's better to break your heart or someone's heart once by telling them the truth, so that the next time someone is crying, it's because they're healing, not because they're still living in pain. You know, the tears that you have, the grief that you have, are not meant to be wasted energy. It is something that's supposed to heal, cleanse. It's supposed to help you make better choices. Instead of staying stagnant and stuck in a situation which is not for your highest and best, it's better to know that your tears are being wasted and move on and use your tears to heal yourself. All right, that's what I'm trying to say. Now with Shivji here, and he is clearly saying this is a time of transcendence. We are evolving, we are ascending, and we are being assisted by the universe for that to happen. Each and every one of us, there have been a lot who have been woken up in the collective in the past few months, 5 to 6 months, the new wave, and now they are going to be feeling a lot of the ascension symptoms. But those who are already at a who have been going through this process for a longer time, for you, you may be doing the final purges. You may be wondering why certain things from 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 12 years ago has come up and feels so very painful. But it is the final purge, it is the closing of that chapter, it is the collapsing of those timelines which are taking place if you allow the universe to step in, if you are willing to go with the flow without being stuck on a certain outcome. If you're not stuck on the way you imagined it in your head, how it should be, what job should it be, where would I be by this age, what should my marriage look like, the definition of commitment is going to see a radical change as well. Our definition of marriage, of relationships, is going to see huge transformations for a large part of the society over the next 7 years, with being committed being the emphasis and not being in a commitment. There's a difference. Being committed to some a job that you love, a person that you love, without necessarily requiring societal approval or blessings, or doing it just because you made a commitment and now you're stuck there. That mentality is going to see a massive shift over the next 7 years. Now, for self care, what are the significant message for the next few days? Try and stay in playful energies. People think that the more serious they are means that they are taking things seriously, which is not true. Your inner children are getting healed, and for that, the more you can be in a sense of humor, when you have the ability to laugh at something that has happened in the past, or you can be playful, joyful, light-hearted, the more you're able to recoup, rejuvenate, and relax and heal yourself. All right. The second emphasis is definitely going to be, this is an entire year that is going to make you focus on self love, which starts by being vulnerable. By It starts by being authentic, and authenticity requires vulnerability, showing your truth to everyone, starting with yourself first. First, it's you who has to acknowledge. And this entire year of 2019 is about becoming self reliant, self sufficient, being in self respect, self worth, which is very different from the current understanding of self love, which is very selfish. Um, the current understanding is me at anybody else's cost, but true self love will not allow you to stamp on somebody else or use someone else, or um, you will be in compassion and love equally for another, understanding how it felt to be naked and vulnerable and being authentic. When you're going to be authentic, you don't have time to manipulate, to play mind games, to be in your ego. And that's what this entire year is going to be about. You're going to be focused on achievements, but your definition of what is achievement may be going through a transformation. You are being guided to please use physical movements such as dance to the music of and the rhythm of the universe, but also physical dance, so that the energies, the DNA upgrades, the downloads that you're receiving, the new light codes that are entering your body, they can actually move freely, fluidly in your system and get assimilated and integrated easily. And for that, physical movement, be it yoga, be it just free form dancing, or if you do know any classical dancing, you renewing your passion for that is going to really help you. There's a lot of surge of creative energy with the sacral chakra, and you are being asked not to waste that but to put it into creative projects, hobbies, things that you can create. Is that the book that you want to write? Is that uh, a I'm seeing recipes, I am seeing paintings, I am seeing art and craft, I'm seeing a lot of things being done with the hand, pottery and sculpting. Any form of creativity is being encouraged at this time, so that the energy, your chi can flow, and to keep that in flow and in movement, you are being asked to dance as well. The chakras that are being affected at this time is your heart chakra. Like I said, yes, throat as well as your third eye chakra. You may be feeling tingles in your forehead. Your third eye is opening. You may be getting intuitive flashes. You have to pay attention to your dreams. You're going to be receiving a lot of signs, synchronicities, messages from the universe, be it through sacred geometry, be it through synchronistic repetitive numbers, be it through repeating coding messages, or a message that comes to you from several sources that have no connection with each other, a song that you keep hearing, or suddenly a song that just keeps playing around you again and again. As well, you're being asked to come back into your inner balance, your yin and yang, your inner feminine and masculine has to be in balance, so that you can be in inner joy, harmony and love, so that all this that is happening from your root to your third eye can happen easily, effortlessly, and is not painful an experience. For a lot of people who have been closed hearted, who have been very defensive, who have been in resistance, the heart chakra is cracking open, and they are finding themselves purging a lot of old pain, seeing from which childhood event or neglect or being ignored or feeling abandoned it is coming from. Again, I will repeat, it's not about blaming anybody. Everyone has done the best as they knew, but it's about realizing why you have continued to attract certain kind of people in your life, be it your boss, be it a spouse, be it a love interest. Why the same person with different names and different faces keeps appearing in your life. Learning to understand what void, what wound in you has made you keep attracting certain situations, understanding what true love is all about, understanding what it means to be in balance vis-a-vis receiving and giving, to be in balance between your discernment and your heart, but living truly for your soul purpose and your soul mission, to follow your heart, to follow your soul. um there might be certain people receiving apologies for some from someone who has hurt them very very deeply, because this person is now in the heart chakra has been cracked open. They have been feeling a lot of regret and remorse. They have been looking back and seeing how their words and actions have affected you or someone, and now they are taking action to send that apology, because now they are beginning to heal, find their inner balance, or they have to find the balance in their emotions. This is being enforced, this is the divine intervention which is being enforced by the universe. All right, this is an apology you have been waiting for quite some time. And yes, you are someone who is very loving, nurturing, and for you especially, the listener, whoever has come across this video this particular month is going to be very significant. It's a very fertile time. Whatever you're investing in now, you have inner clarity where you wish to put your time, effort, energy, and it is going to yield results for you. And if you already have, now it is, when you will start seeing the the plants coming out of the soil, as well as a lot of you who have been finding themselves stuck in old grief, or wanting an apology, or wanting or feeling stagnant, nothing was going forward in your life. Now you or the other person you have been waiting for is going to take that action towards you during these few days, these early days, because not it's not just you who has been in that energy. They have been up nights in nightmares and worrying and anxiety as well. So this is something that is going to be balanced out over the next few days. So be open hearted, be willing to at least hear them out. I'm not saying everything is going to become hunky dory immediately, but at least if someone is coming to you and you do get an opportunity to bring this pain, this mental anguish, this agony and betrayal and everything to an end, it is up to you what you will choose to do with that. Are you going to uh, reconcile and allow the reconciliation to happen, allow the celebration and friendship or the joy to come back? Are you going to continue feeling left out in the cold? Are you just going to sit without taking any action, not giving or receiving the apology, not making taking any steps, continuing to feel impoverished, be it financially or be it with a relationship with someone who you have had some kind of falling out with? What are you going to do? Are you going to be in your false ego? Are you going to make this about one upmanship? I have to win at any cost, because here, my dear, no one wins with that energy, because right above this is feeling left out in the cold. If you're staying, if what is stopping you is your pride and ego, and that you will have to apologize, well, then what is up ahead for you is extreme loneliness. But if you do go forward and you leave your ego behind, you reach out, acknowledge that which you did was wrong, and make amends and see how you can make this work out, that what is lying ahead for you is the Ten of Pentacles, which is prosperity, financially as well as family happiness. So the decision is entirely yours. You have to choose one of these. Are you going to sit in your ego? Are you going to sit in this conflict? Is Are you going to keep someone out in the cold where you are feeling sorry for your behavior? You know you've hurt them very deeply. You have betrayed them. It can be the viewer as well, that you may have done this to someone. If it is you, you're being guided, that now that you have recognized what you have done, change this. Don't be in your ego. Choose the right path and take the movement to apologize. Don't keep them waiting anymore. They are waiting anxiously. Try for reconciliation. At least the least you can do at this time is come from your heart, speak your truth, speak your truth, bring clarity to them and apologize. Take responsibility for what you did. You are being asked for your truth. What is your truth? What are you going to do? This month is going to be relentless if this is what you wish for yourself. All right, my loved ones, my beautiful soul family, I do request you to please hit like and subscribe. If you did resonate, if you do enjoy my videos, please do share with your friends who might also like and benefit from these videos. And I do appreciate all of you who have always been such staunch supporters and who have always helped me so much, who have always promoted all my videos and my work and commented and given it likes and everything. And I really do hope you will make the correct decision for yourself. You will choose your heart rather than your ego. You will know what to do because you have already felt the pain, the sadness. You know what you are being guided. Now is the time to be proactive, leave your ego behind, and make the right decisions for your self care as well as for your body. Be sure to do a little bit of physical movement, drink a lot of water, as well as if there is stiffness in joints, in your legs, in your lower back, if you are getting any kind of spinal issues, it is going to be stretching, it is going to be letting go and forgiving and grounding, that is really going to help you out with releasing of all that stored pain. Your calves hold your old emotions. If you're especially, it can be that your mind tells you you worked out, you walked, you did this, and that's why you lifted something heavy and that's why it's hurting. Regardless, if it is hurting, the best thing for you to do is release. Release your emotions. You can use one of the various tools available to you, but always do send it up to God. Hand it over to God is one of the best things. Use this powerful energy of this beautiful full moon, and to release all that you have realized has surfaced, the conflicts, the confusion, not being clear, or if you have decided to move on from certain situations. So purge, allow, release. Use this time to charge your crystals, to make your moon water if you wish to do that, and look after your precious cells. Pay attention to your intuitions. You are receiving messages from the universe, be it through synchronicities, birds, flowers, anything, symbols, emblems that are coming in your awareness again and again is a message for you. Google, Google, Google. All right, because a lot of clarity is being given to you through the by the universe, through your intuition. So please pay attention to it. I leave you with so much love and light, and I am Nikita, and I look forward to your comments down here. Just go down, scroll down, and leave me a comment. I love to read every one of them, and I do try and I do respond to most of them unless I'm preserving my energy. So God bless you all.